Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. So, here we are on the brink of what promises to be an intriguing NFL season, and the Cleveland Browns are right in the middle of a quarterback controversy that's capturing everyone's attention. You know, for years now, Browns fans have been waiting for that breakthrough, waiting for a franchise quarterback that can finally lead this team back to the promised land, back to the Super Bowl. And yet, as of now, that question remains unanswered. Who will be the man under center when the Browns kick off the season? That's the big story, the burning question that everyone's talking about. And honestly, it's not clear yet who will emerge victorious from this fierce competition. What makes this situation even more compelling is the roster's depth at quarterback, which is quite unusual for a team that's been searching for stability at that position for so long. The Browns have a handful of options, but none of them have been handed the job outright. Instead, Cleveland is taking a path that's pretty common in NFL training camps, letting the players fight it out, compete in practice, and see who can rise to the occasion when it counts. It's a strategy that keeps everyone motivated and at the same time keeps the coaching staff from making premature decisions. But it also means that the starting quarterback spot is still very much up for grabs, and that's what makes this preseason so fascinating to watch. Now, when we talk about the leading contenders, one name that automatically comes up is veteran Joe Flacco. You all know Flacco, right? The seasoned quarterback with a Super Bowl ring, a guy who's seen it all and has plenty of experience in the NFL. Many around the league believe that Flacco has the upper hand in this race, mainly because of his veteran presence, his ability to manage games, and his calm under pressure. Flacco's been around, he's a proven winner, and he's familiar with playoff atmospheres. That's why many experts think he might be the guy Cleveland turns to when the season starts. But hold on, don't count out Kenny Pickett just yet. Yes, Kenny Pickett, the former first-round pick out of Pittsburgh, who's now in Cleveland trying to find his place in the NFL after a rocky start with the Steelers. Pickett has shown flashes of promise, and he's got an arm that can make all the throws. Cleveland's coaching staff is definitely keeping an eye on him, especially after seeing him perform in the preseason. In fact, during the Browns' preseason opener with injuries to other quarterbacks, Pickett got the chance to step in and show what he can do. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. He played really well, throwing for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, helping lead Cleveland to a win over the Carolina Panthers. That performance definitely raised some eyebrows. But it's not just Flacco and Pickett fighting for the starting role. The Browns also have 2 rookies, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, who are making their case. Gabriel, who's been showing some impressive skills in camp, has the potential to develop into a reliable option, while Sanders, the young rookie with a lot of hype around him, got his shot in the preseason opener because of the injuries to other quarterbacks. And he played well, really well, throwing for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, leading the Browns to that victory. You might think, well, he's just a rookie, surely he's not starting, but his performance has certainly made things interesting. Now, here's an important point to remember. Cleveland isn't likely to start a rookie in the season opener. The NFL is a different beast, and coaches often prefer to give rookies a little more time to develop before throwing them into the fire. But Sanders' performance could be a sign that he's in the conversation, that he's making a case for himself to be part of the top 3 on the depth chart. If he continues to impress, maybe he'll be a dark horse to watch as the team prepares for the regular season. So, what's the bigger picture here? Well, the Browns are clearly in a transitional phase at quarterback. They haven't yet found that franchise guy, the quarterback who can be the face of the franchise for years to come. And honestly, with the team's current roster and the way the season is shaping up, it seems like Cleveland might be leaning toward giving a younger player the opportunity to start and grow into that role. Maybe it's time to take a chance on someone like Pickett, a player with NFL experience, and room to develop, or even one of the rookies who could surprise everyone. Think about it. Cleveland has been searching for stability at quarterback for what feels like forever. They've had flashes of promise, but nothing consistent enough to lead the team to the postseason regularly. This season, the Browns might decide that the best move is to see what they have in the younger guys, a kind of rebuild from within. Flacco, with his experience, could help them win a few extra games this year, but he's not the future. The Browns owe it to their loyal fans to give these young quarterbacks a shot, to see if they can develop into that long-term solution. Because let's face it, Cleveland's been waiting for that franchise quarterback for a long, long time. And this is where things get really interesting. If the Browns do decide to release or trade Flacco, they open the door for someone else to step up and show what they can do in live action. Pickett could be that guy, someone who's learned a lot since his days with the Steelers, someone who's shown he can handle pressure when given the chance. Last season, Flacco was the backup to Jalen Hurts with the Eagles, and even in limited playing time, he displayed a poise that's rare for a backup. That experience could be invaluable for Cleveland, especially if they want to develop a quarterback who can handle the ups and downs of an NFL season. But ultimately, Cleveland has to decide what's more important: winning a few games this year with Flacco's veteran leadership, or investing in the future with one of the younger, potentially more talented players. It's a tough call, but one that could shape the franchise's trajectory for years to come. The front office and coaching staff are probably weighing all these factors, looking at every detail, every performance, every snap. They know that the decisions they make now could determine whether Cleveland becomes a perennial playoff team or remains stuck in mediocrity. This whole situation underscores a broader theme that's been part of Browns' history for a long time: finding stability at quarterback. It's a story that's played out over decades, with many false starts and missed opportunities. But the hope is that this season, they finally get it right. That they find the guy who can lead them to the promised land, who can be the cornerstone of this franchise for years to come. And maybe, just maybe, that guy is among these young players competing right now. As the preseason continues and the final roster cuts approach, all eyes are on Cleveland's quarterback battle. The coaching staff is likely watching every practice, every game, looking for that spark, that consistency, that leadership quality that can inspire the team and energize the fanbase. It's a high-stakes race, and for Browns fans, it's both nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time. Because deep down, everyone knows that this could be the season where the franchise finally turns the corner, finally finds its quarterback of the future, and starts a new chapter of success. And let's not forget, Cleveland isn't just about this season. The long-term plan is about building a team that can contend year after year, and that all begins with the most important position on the field: the quarterback position. So, as we watch this competition unfold, remember that every throw, every decision, every snap could be a step towards something great. Whether it's Flacco bringing veteran leadership, Pickett showing resilience and potential, or Sanders and Gabriel emerging as future stars, what happens in these next few weeks could define the Browns' destiny. Now, for all you Browns fans out there, I want you to really think about this. What do you believe is the best move for your team? Do you want to see Flacco hold the reins for one more year, or are you ready to embrace the young guns and see what they can do? That's the beauty of sports. It's always full of surprises, and Cleveland's quarterback situation is no different. The coming weeks will be critical, and every game, every practice, every play could tip the scales. So stay tuned, because I'll be right here, keeping you updated on all the latest developments, analyzing every move, and giving you insights into what this means for Cleveland and their Super Bowl aspirations. Remember, this isn't just about one player or one game. It's about the future of the franchise, about rewriting the story of the Cleveland Browns, and finally giving their loyal fans something to cheer for that lasts beyond just a season or two. It's about finally finding that quarterback who can lead them back to glory, who can make the Browns a true contender once again. And I believe with all my heart that this season's quarterback battle could be the first step toward making that dream a reality. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As the preseason progresses and the final cuts loom, all eyes are on Cleveland's quarterback room. The Browns are at a crossroads, and the decision they make in the coming weeks will resonate for years. Will they stick with the veteran Flacco, relying on his experience to guide them through the season? Or will they take a chance on the younger guys like Pickett, Sanders, or Gabriel, betting on potential and future growth? That's the million-dollar question. And honestly, it's what makes this season so compelling for Browns fans. Because no matter what, you can feel that something big is on the horizon. This team is trying to turn the page, to finally find stability at the most critical position, and to set themselves up for sustained success. And I know Cleveland fans are eager, passionate, and hungry for that moment. That moment when your team finally breaks through, when the quarterback finds his rhythm, and the Browns become legitimate contenders once again. That's the hope, that's the dream, and honestly, all the pieces are starting to fall into place. The competition is fierce, the stakes are high, and everyone's watching to see who will rise to the top. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback battle? Do you believe Flacco has what it takes to lead the team, or are you more optimistic about one of the young rookies or even Kenny Pickett? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this franchise. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and insider info, so stay tuned for all the latest Cleveland Browns news. Because this season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thanks for joining me, Browns fans, and as always, let's keep the passion alive and the hope burning bright. Go Browns!